Next week, we're all going to be playing the Battlefield 2042 beta on the 6th of October, if you've pre-ordered that is, otherwise you'll be playing for free on the 8th. It's got me extremely excited. Sometimes betas can turn out to be really disappointing. I'm thinking of you, Battlefield 5 beta. Anyway, this time round, from everything we've seen, things feel extremely promising. We may not be able to tell very much about what's to come, but from what we can see, here are my top 2 exciting new features to try in the Battlefield 2042 beta. Look at this right here. You see that? Well, if you're an old school Battlefield fan, you might already be feeling the pain of what this means. Those repressed memories you never thought you'd feel again. You see, Battlefield 2042 has reintroduced an old school feature. When a vehicle is available for use, it spawns in the world empty without a pilot. This means you can prepare in advance for the unsuspecting enemy who spawns in it. This can take many forms. The most obvious one is simply laying C4 on vehicles. Wait until they take off, just for as long as you want to enjoy that feeling of power, of God in your hands, that you can take their lives at the push of a button. If you're really old school, people resort to having a sniper facing the cockpit with their scopes ready to shoot the head of anyone who takes off. The fact that there was a couple of seconds the helicopter blades would spool up before being able to take off made it extra easy for those snipers. It was brutal back then. In this example we have here from the trailer, we can see the helicopter facing a direction where no sniper would have an angle on the cockpit, except from the top of the rocket. If you wanted to try getting creative by equipping the specialist Webster McKay, he's got a grappling hook which, once attached to its target, retracts and pulls you towards the target. So I definitely want to try, as a helicopter is taking off, fire my grappling hook onto it, and as I get close, swap to my RPG and destroy it. I imagine once we all get our hands on the game, we're going to come up with all sorts of interesting ways to troll the vehicles. If you're relatively new to Battlefield, then you've likely only had a taste of vehicle trolling. In Battlefield 5, one example would be laying mines on the airfield. I even made a video dedicated to it, which I'll add a card here in the corner so you can check it out if you haven't seen it. Look, it's not even controversial. Some people like to make the claim that it's mean and toxic to troll. But I would argue that trolling is a core part of the Battlefield experience. That being said, EA actually just released what they call their Battlefield Community Charter. It says things like, keep things fair and fight cleanly, with consequences of being banned. So, does trolling constitute as toxic behavior and harassment? Well, I searched the entire document and all I found on this topic was this: don't cheat. Cheating includes exploits, undocumented features, design errors, bugs, or other problems that unfairly give you the leg up on your opponent. It seems like they wrote this with the intention to fight hackers and cheaters, but it's vague enough that one could argue that it's undocumented that you could put C4 onto the enemy helicopter before they take off. I think that's trying to stretch the purpose of this paragraph, and so I think it's totally fine to troll the enemy. There's even a lot of precedent for the fact that DICE also consider trolling a core experience. The fact that DICE has traditionally chosen to leave in the ability to troll implies that they consider it acceptable. The very fact that DICE have chosen to allow vehicles to spawn into the game empty suggests that they want to offer us the ability to steal them and to troll them. So with all that being said, unless DICE come out with a direct statement saying trolling is unacceptable, I say go ahead and have a laugh with the sandbox that is Battlefield. And if anyone says otherwise, they're likely just the ones being trolled. This is the first Battlefield where we can do this special thing which we've historically been able to do in Call of Duty. I want to direct your attention to these specialists. Kimball Irish Graves has a fortification system, which is basically a deployable shield. Then you've got Piotr, I can't pronounce him, Piotr Boris Guswowski, who has a G36 sentry gun. If as a squad you combine the both of these, then you're only missing one piece of the puzzle to be able to completely dominate a choke point. Allow me to refer to Black Ops 2. Where you could basically camp and dominate a choke point with both a sentry gun and a deployable shield. The only threat you really have at that point is grenades and explosives, right? Well, in Black Ops 2, you could counter that by deploying a trophy system, something which intercepts and disables the incoming grenade or explosive projectile, leaving the only option to fight back as your actual gun, at which point your chances are extremely slim versus sentry guns and someone behind deployable cover. It was an amazing camping strategy in Black Ops 2 and extremely effective. Okay, so that's the missing piece of the puzzle, the trophy system. Oh, hold on, what's that? Kimball Irish Graves not only has a deployable cover which protects from bullets and explosives, but also he has the APS-36 shoot-down Sentinel to take down explosive projectiles. So that's your trophy system right there. They've done it. They've recreated the ultimate camping kit from Black Ops 2. I can't wait to try this. Imagine you have a squad which resupplies this gear so that you can keep replenishing it. You would completely dominate a choke point. I love it. I have to do this. So, welcome back to the channel, guys. The Battlefield 2042 beta also marks my return to making YouTube videos, and I'm very excited. I'm going to be playing the hell out of the planes. That F-35 looks really cool, and more excitingly, the little bird, I'm sure is going to be so much fun. I'll definitely be putting out videos on those and lots more. Also, I made another YouTube channel where I plan to put out short videos, cool clips, and some of these fancy new YouTube short videos, all of which I likely wouldn't ever want to put on my main channel for fear of them being too short. So, if you're interested in following the channel, feel free to go over there and subscribe. I'll leave a link in the description and the top comment. So guys, I look forward to seeing you next time. Peace.